clients, past clients, just your database as a whole. Your CRM is the bloodline of your business. It's the backbone. It's a necessity. And the last thing you want to do when you wake up ready to go buy, sell, invest in real estate is have to worry about who has access to your data and if your competitor has seen everything you're doing with all of your potential clients.
It's really interesting when you're talking about databases because it's literally the backbone of your entire business. Think about it. You work 10, 15, 20 years in a high ticket sale. It doesn't even have to be real estate. It could be real estate, preferably real estate, but it could be any industry, and you can do very well, but then it gets to a point where you just can't scale anymore and you just stay doing well. You don't do great. And then say, for example, 10, 15 years down the line, you don't want to be in that sales space anymore. You can reach out to me, right? Somebody up and coming or yourself. I'll buy the database. I mean, the point I'm trying to prove is that it's a tangible asset that, I mean, you spent 10 years of your life working for, like, might as well have an asset or build an asset along the way.
And it's so important to really use the right tools when it comes to that asset when trying to scale your business, right? From past clients with referrals to new clients and making sure that you build that trust, that relationship, and a CRM, right? If you don't know what a CRM is, it's a contact relationship management system, is going to help you do that on so many levels. But you need the right tools in place because it's not enough anymore to just have somewhere to store phone numbers, email addresses, and some notes. You need to be able to take advantage of the current market that we're in, the current state of technology, and use it well, or plug and play into something that has all those features where you don't have to reinvent the wheel. And Neil, what does that look like today?
Yeah, so the issue I've been running into, like my name's Neil, by the way. I've been in the industry, real estate industry specifically, for 8 years. And in the past 2-3 years, I've gotten really, really good at the marketing aspect. And not so much like the back end coding, but more of like the creative side of it, like what gets attention.
Yeah.
Right. And a lot of the issues of me being in the industry with CRMs that I used is that the CRM, they'd be like, we have the best CRM, right? The issue was that if I wanted to send out a text message, I had to get an outside integration. Or if I wanted to send an email, then I had to get another integration. By the end of it, I mean, yeah, there's a base price, but then by the end of it, you end up paying hundreds of dollars a month. And then if you want to add a team member, guess what? You have to pay for the extra seat, and then you got to pay those extra integrations as well. So next thing you know, it's just not very scalable at that point because most of your money will go to the CRM cost instead of the actual marketing. So what we've been able to create here at OfferCentral is we've been able to streamline all those features for one set price. And that's really, really what's putting us apart from everybody else and understanding what a sales funnel really is and bringing the new school to the old school. And what I mean by that is, how many times have you gone to, say, like a retail website where you put something in the cart and then you don't check out, and then the next day you get an email with like a discount coupon or a text message saying, hey, we noticed that you didn't end up purchasing this or checking out. Here's a coupon so you can do your order.
Yep.
And, you know, at the end of the day, that's essentially what we're doing, but now in the real estate space. And you don't really see that in the real estate space. We can call it, say, a blue ocean.
And it's so important because if you're not utilizing it, it's what the consumer, right, our potential clients are used to now. They're used to seeing that because everyone shops on Amazon, online, and they're used to getting those reminders. Maybe they had to drop what they were doing because they had to attend to an emergency, right? A child, or maybe they were cooking and they forget to check out, right? What if they're looking at properties? Maybe they're interested in properties or they don't even know what kind of properties to look at. We need to make sure that they're in front of them. So I'm going to list some of the features that I think are essential in today's market that OfferCentral offers. Let me know if I miss any and feel free to dive into it. But landing pages also with fully built out funnels, high converting funnels. And Neil's going to talk about what a funnel actually is and why it's so important in today's market. Text messaging, two-way contact sync, calendars, integrations, pretty much scheduler.
Email blasts,
email builder, right? Campaigns, fully automated campaigns with multi-touch, including postcards as well, mailers that go direct to the client's address, as well as domain hosting, client retention, your reputation, reviews, custom-built websites, high-converting custom-built websites.
To add on the websites, also the websites are directly integrated with the CRM. So if somebody visits your website, again, bringing the new school to the old school, If somebody visits the website, then we capture that information and then we retarget them. They're not hot leads, but it's building your database and your book of business, because a hot lead today was not a hot lead 6 months ago or a year ago, right? So that's the whole concept, is building the book of business, marketing to them, focusing on the hot leads, and then everybody else just goes into, it could even be like monthly check-ins or whatever it is, right? And being able to build relationships. Even if you've never talked to somebody, you can build a relationship.
Yep.
Like, how many people do you have on social media that you see their posts all the time that you've never met and you feel like you know them?
Exactly.
So we're bringing that same concept here.
And now to even talk about something that is still fairly new, but that is probably going to take the housing industry by storm, and we're already seeing it and we're utilizing it on a day-to-day basis, and that's artificial intelligence, AI. Super crucial to start implementing it in some way, shape, or form, because although AI is not going to replace you probably anytime soon, it is going to help those real estate agents that are utilizing it work harder without having to work harder. And we'll dive into that. But my name is Oscar, and I've been in the mortgage industry for 13 years. I've used multiple CRMs, and I'm really good at catching trends early. Back in 2015, I was talking to all my referral partners about doing Facebook advertising because it was one of the best forms of advertising possible. We were talking about doing video in 2017 and creating YouTube channels and creating shorts and kind of just staying in front of your clients. And so when I saw AI about 2.5 years ago, I kind of knew that it was going to be a big thing. And the fact that Neil with OfferCentral has been able to implement artificial intelligence into the CRM to help you lead score, convert, conversate, set appointments, and just overall manage your relationships with potential clients when you're trying to do that at scale, that's exactly what he meant by being able to scale it. You can't do that with 300, 500, 1,000, 2,000, 3,000, 5,000 people simultaneously. But your artificial intelligence, your AI assistant can. And so let's go ahead and dive into a little bit into what a funnel looks like in the current market and how you're utilizing funnels in your real estate business day to day right now with OfferCentral.
Yeah, it's funny. I just want to add on to like the AI stuff. I actually did a training the other day. I did a presentation, and they, I feel like I'm really, really good at explaining it and selling it, that people are like, yeah, but the issue that, not an issue, but it was funny because one of the ladies came up to me and she's like, so you're telling me if I put my current business in your CRM, the AI will run everything? And I'm like, no. No, most people think, oh, it's AI, it's going to do everything for me. That's not the case. The case is, it's like when you hire a personal trainer, the trainer's not going to go to the gym for you. He's not going to replace you and get you fit. You still have to show up to the gym and work out. What the AI is more of like a supplement, like your protein, your creatine, your vitamins, stuff like that, to really enhance and automate a lot of like the tedious tasks and make you more efficient. So now with the same amount of work, instead of doing, say, 20 deals a year, you can do 30, 35 with no extra work. It's just the actual automations, because now you're capturing more data. And the times we're in now, the one that has the most data is the one that wins.
It's true. I'm having multiple conversations with those in the industry that are still doing real estate and mortgage going into November, and I applaud all of them because this has been a hard market. But when we have a CRM with all this data, again, we want to focus on being as resourceful with it and utilize it to the best of our abilities without having to reinvent the wheel and without having to worry about whoever owns it, being able to look over your shoulder and look at the data that you're inputting, right? And be able to use algorithms in their bigger business, right? Like Big Brother style. You want to be able to know that your data is yours, that your clients are yours, and they're not going to be remarketed, retargeted by bigger companies
while you're talking to them.
And that's why it is that we're here, and why he chose to build OfferCentral into what it is today, and why it's actually helping so many real estate teams and so many mortgage teams as well. And so in terms of what a funnel actually looks like and how it guides clients every step of the way, what are some uses that you're seeing funnels use, and why are they essential actually? Why are they essential in the real estate market right now?
Funnels are essential because if you're wanting to scale, right, the referral base works, but it doesn't work if you want to scale. You can do very well. I'm not saying you can't. You can. But if you want to scale, then funnels are essential, because you have to know your sales process. You have to know how many steps it takes to close a transaction. And from the moment the lead comes in to the closing table, right? And I always say there's 3 phases. It's the marketing, which is the lead generation, the attention. Phase 2 is the automations and the touches and the follow-up. And then number 3 is the actual closing.
Yeah.
right? And a lot of the work actually is in the middle, which is the touches, the follow-up, and the automations, and that's where the AI really comes in. But once it's ready, say the appointment is set and they're ready to get closed or to the closing table, then that's where we come in and pretty much close it as I guess you can say the salesperson on your team, right? Or your whatever industry you're in. But a sales funnel is essential because from the moment the lead comes in, you have to know what happens. Hey, did we contact them? No, we didn't. Okay, let's put this automation. Hey, we did contact them, but they're not interested. Okay, let's start this automation. Keep in touch with them. Let's call them back in 3 months. Or, hey, we contacted them. We were talking to them and they seemed interested, but then they ghosted us. Okay, cool. We have an automation for that. So if you notice, there's a trend here. If they don't reply or you get ghosted or they just stop responding, then they always go to the automations. You never want to delete those people from your CRM. Like that whole deleting people from your CRM, only work on people that are ready in the first 30 days is like, that doesn't exist anymore. There's too much data out there to do that. You just add automations.
And it's only going to exist if you're trying to either stay at the same level that you are or do worse. Working on the business now is how it is that we get paid the fastest. It's the most important. Closing deals is the most important. And really any CRM could help with that. But it's the idea of what you're closing now is a direct result of what you were doing 90 days ago. And how many of you are still following up with leads from open houses that were looky-loos or looky-loo neighbors that you got 90 to 120 days from now? Let's take it a step further, 6 months to a year ago. How many of you are calling those open house sign-in lists? How many of you have open house sign-in lists? Or how many of you are using a yellow notepad to keep track of your data? We've met several individuals like that over the past 3 weeks that are still using that. And so this is why we want to make sure that you understand why the funnel is so important and what it can actually do for your business, because the conversion rates are crazy for those that are going through these funnels without you having to actively take them every step of the way through their funnel. Let me paint this picture. The old way, right, back before technology existed, was you go out and door knock, you get that contact, write it down on a piece of paper, run back to the office, try to pull up some comps from the books that were going around because they were actually books, work out those comps for several hours, go back, run it back, hope that they're home, try to give it to them, and then if they don't open the door, okay, you try again. Once you actually got in contact with them, then you go back, you hope to schedule an appointment, you hope that they show up because it was hard to get a hold of them.
Yeah.
There wasn't quick DMs, text messages, things like that. It's just so different now, right? Fast forward to 2015, 2016, when I first started doing landing pages and funnels, it was very different. A funnel was considered one web page to another web page to another web page to another web page, but now we're in the digital era of funnels.
Those are web forms now.
Exactly. They're web forms, which is a completely different name for them, but that was the funnel back when it first came out. The funnel now is exactly what you explained. The contact gets entered, right? Or fills out on your form, or looks for a property. A number of different ways, but somehow, some way they get into your CRM, and then text, email, voicemail drop, mailer, call, appointment setting. Once appointment setting is called, you tag them a certain way, another automation starts. Once you talk to them again, another automation starts. When you close, another automation starts. So instead of you having to manually do all that,
it's literally just clicking and dragging.
And they could plug and play into what you're using and what you're being successful with.
Exactly. So what we've been able to build, it's offercentral's the CRM, but I'm in real estate and I'm still in real estate. I'm in production, right? I still get on the phones with sellers and close deals. We actually just closed 3 deals in the last 7 days, and a lot of it is automated.
Oh, so it works.
I would hope so. I would hope so in a bad market, right?
Yeah.
Which I don't believe. I believe there's markets that are harder than others, but no market is a bad market.
Challenging markets.
Yeah, there's always the ones. The cool part about these type of markets, though, now that we're talking about it, is that these markets force you to dial in your systems and become a better closer. Because if you don't, you're going to be that person that is like, oh, real estate wasn't for me.
Or complaining that it is a bad market.
Correct.
It's been a challenging market for the housing industry as a whole, but dialing in that system is important and implementing solutions that can help you in this market.
Because there's no, whether it's good or bad, there's always people making money in any market. So I choose to be that one of those people. So, and it's just very, very key. And then, by the way, when the market comes back and say we're on an up market again, dude, it's game over. You're going to be well dialed in and very, very sharpened because you stood through the market. You use this type of market to really dial everything in. And then when the market comes back, you're like, it's, how do you say, GG's? Game over.
It's good game for everyone else. You want to dial in now, right? A bad market creates business for the long term, right? And I've been talking to my team, been talking to my referral partners, really anyone that, again, is still doing real estate and mortgage business going into November in this market. It's tough. It's difficult. It's making you stronger.
Closing a deal tomorrow, by the way.
Like you said, GG's.
Yeah.
And so what you want to make sure you're doing is making sure that you're staying top of mind, because when the market comes back in a stronger way, when rates drop slightly, right? When there's more inventory, when there's all these changing factors, because they are going to happen, this type of market does not stay for 10, 20, 30 years. But some realtors and lenders are not going to stay for the next 6 months. As a matter of fact, a lot of them are exiting this year already. It's because sometimes it's tough. Sometimes there's money that needs to be made. And I'm empathetic to that. But if you're still in here, there's a lot of market share to gain. There's a lot of market share to kind of build up on, a lot of clients, potential sellers, potential investors, potential buyers that you can stay top of mind of for when that interest rate does dip slightly and now they're ready to go full speed ahead. You can't do that with a notepad or a CRM that isn't supporting you. And so plug and play into Neil's systems, because when you're getting into a CRM, one of the last things aside from worrying about your data is having to feel like you're trying to rebuild it or implement follow-up plans or feel like you're kind of left alone on this island trying to learn the CRM. What does OfferCentral do for you? When they sign up, what can they expect logging into their account day one and talking to your team during the sign-up process?
Yeah, so essentially when you sign up, you get a list of the stuff that we have to get, right? To sign up, you get a list like, hey, we need your data, we need all this.
It's the required information.
Correct. We have you log in, you get all your credentials, and then as soon as you log in, you'll get a calendar where you book it's called an onboarding. And then on the onboarding, one of our team members will go in there, we'll make sure you have a phone number, we'll make sure leads are imported, whatever your current database is. If you need data, we can also provide that. We can do any criteria nationwide. And then we help you run your first campaign, whether it's a text message. Also, we help you build the funnel. So like I said, we have a funnel built because it's what I use in my business. But if you have a better funnel, I'm very open to seeing what it is, and we can help you build that as well.
Or need it tailored, right?
Or tailored. Like, say, for example, if you don't want to do mailers, that's fine. I do mailers, but I do strategic. I call them strategic mailers. I don't do cold mail. I do mailers to people that I've already connected with to just give that extra touch.
And I do need to plug in, Neil does multiple trainings everywhere throughout the year. And so if you ever have a chance to tune in, whether it be on Zoom or in person out here in Southern California, it is an amazing feat to be able to learn from someone that is implementing this on a day-to-day basis and is actually quite successful doing it and isn't just talking about it. And so definitely, like I said, there'll be links, follow him on social media, because again, those trainings are super important, and he'll go over and he'll dive in deep and show you how he actually breaks out his lists and what he looks for in criterias and niche markets that not many are doing. So that way you can be marketing to people that are not being marketed by hundreds of other realtors. And so I did want to just plug that in really quick. But in terms of data, right, the onboarding, find data, tailor the campaign, tailor the funnels, and pretty much have everything built out for you, right?
Correct. And then if you need a website, we can do websites. Oh, by the way, I just want to make it clear, we can use the CRM for essentially, in a way, it's any industry.
Yeah,
but we have a couple built out, but the main one we do have built out, and it's probably the nicest one, is either the mortgage, because you're using it, and the real estate side. And when I say real estate, it's not buyers. Like we don't prospect buyers, by the way. So the funnel we have, you will attract buyers because it's a seller's funnel. So when you get sellers and you start putting signs in the front of the properties, when you start getting listings and stuff like that, then buyers are going to call. So you're naturally going to get buyers. So our funnel's tailored for sellers, for homeowners. And I'll give a golden nugget if you guys want to write this down. Is one list that we've been targeting right now that's really been working that a lot of people don't know of is 62 and over,
okay,
that live in 2-story homes.
Makes sense.
Why? Because these are the people that are on their way out, whether they go to a retirement home or just simply downsizing because all the kids are out and they just don't want to go up and down the stairs anymore. And some just simply can't.
It's actually someone that it's a clientele that we're targeting as well because of reverse for purchase.
Yep.
Right, reverse for purchase. They want to move down. They're empty nesters. There's tons of different niches that you could get into.
Boomers,
and that's great. So you're gonna want to get a discovery call with him. Let him audit your marketing and see what it is that you're doing. If you have questions on the mortgage side, right? Again, housing industry related. We have this CRM OfferCentral tailored for those big parts of the transaction for your clients on the real estate side and the mortgage side. If you have any questions on the mortgage side and how it is that we've tailored it and utilizing AI on a day-to-day, feel free to reach out to me on my socials as well. It's really key, if you take anything from this, is you want to own your own data. You want to make sure you're utilizing today's technology to the best of your ability, and you want to not have to reinvent the wheel. And we can help you with all three of those.
Yes, we can. Yeah, so tell us, where can we find you on social media?
So on social media, I'm at Loans by Senpai. So you'll see it down below. That's Loans by Senpai across all socials, LinkedIn, Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, YouTube, any and everything. I do quarterly trainings for generating leads on the mortgage side. And then I do referral business as well in terms of helping out quarterly on utilizing technology and AI and things like that. So I'd love to brainstorm and mastermind with you. I know you put together some amazing masterminds. Where can they find you on social?
Yeah, so for me, you can find us either on OfferCentral CRM on Instagram, or if you want to find me personally, it's Neil with the deal. The way you spell Neil is Niel with the deal. So then you'll see a picture of me. It's like a headshot, so it's really easy to find.
Also, we're gonna make sure that you're taken care of. We're gonna obviously make sure that you're excited about that next step in utilizing a CRM that is actually helping you and integrates with your business in the best way possible. And we're super pumped to see what the real estate industry and mortgage industry have in store for us in 2024. But let's kick it off right. Give OfferCentral a chance. Give it a shot. It doesn't hurt. Let's take a look. Let's audit your marketing and see what it is that you can do better and see how it is that we can help you implement this. And if you're just trying to make a change to a CRM that's not hounding your business like a competitor, we're not in the market to do that. We have our own book of business. We're very excited about it. And we just want to help other peers in the industry take their business to the next level as well.
Yeah, let us know. We'd love to connect, and let us bring you value. At the end of the day, it's what value can we bring you? Let us bring you value, whatever it is, and look forward to connecting.
We'll talk to you soon.